Now that we are done in configuring the switch, our goal now is to configure the router. So let's open up the router, and then same as on the switch, you'll see a 4 tab, but we'll go first with the physical. You'll be able to view the physical back portion on the router. Let me zoom it in for you to see. So this is for the console. This is the console port, and this is for the gigabit port. Okay, and you can turn off the router if you want to, and you can turn it on. Okay, and then these are the modules. So you can attach it to the router. Let's say if you want to add a additional port, but since this router has only a gigabit port, so let's add a additional port. Let's say we want to add a additional serial ports. So this is the device. It says in here the HWIC 2T is a Cisco 2 port serial high speed WAN. So let's say we want to add a two serial ports. I need to turn this off first. Okay, let me turn this off, and then I'm gonna select the HWIC 2, and I'm gonna drag it here. Okay, there you go. Then I can now turn it on. Turn it on. Okay, and then let's wait for it. Just gonna zoom out. All right, and then we'll go to the next tab, which is the config. Right. Okay, so in the config tab, okay, is you'll be able to see the ports that are available on the router. It has here the um, gigabit Ethernet port 0/0 and 0/1. So it has only 2 gigabit port. Okay, and we added the serial a while ago, right? So this serial 010 and serial 011 is an additional serial port that we added a while ago. Okay, and then let's move on to the command line interface, since this is the one that we need to focus. All right, so once you open up a router, and then you'll go to the command line interface, same as on the switch, it will give you information regarding the router. Okay, you will see this um, information like the Cisco iOS software. Okay, the version, right? And it will try to scroll down. Okay, scroll down and scroll down. Okay, from the bottom part. Okay, um, you also see in here that it has a 2 gigabit Ethernet port available on the router. Okay, and then scroll down. So in here on the router, you will get a different startup message. It says in here, would you like to enter the initial configuration dialog? I would say no to that. Okay, or I can just hit enter on the keyboard to configure the router manually. There you go. So I am now on the router, and this represent that this is the host name of the router, followed by the greater than sign, and I am on the user exec mode. Okay, so if I want to go to the privilege mode, I can just type here enable. Okay, but before we do that, let's type question mark here, okay, to see what are the available commands on the router. So type question mark. Okay, so it has here enable command, which we can turn on the privilege mode, and it has the exit. Okay, if you want to exit to this mode, to the router, and then it has a ping. So most likely it has the same command. If we will compare it to the switch, okay, it has a show command, It has SSH and telnet and also traceroute. All right, and let's go to the privilege mode by typing the enable. Type enable to go to the privilege mode. So you notice that the greater than sign was changed to a number sign, right? And then I'm gonna type question mark in here to see what are the commands that are available. So type question mark, and then I'm gonna hit the space bar to view other commands below. Okay, there you go. Scroll up, and then here. So these are the commands that are available. It has the configure so that we can start to configure the router. Okay, and let's see in here. It has the erase command, which will erase the file system. It has exit if we want to exit on this privilege mode. If we want to go back to the user exec mode, we can type this, and also this log out, right? And we can do ping command as well, same as on the switch. We can reload, all right? And then we can also use the show command if we want to view the running configuration or anything else that we want to view. Let's say we can also view the version of the switch if we want to. And it has the SSH, and it has the telnet, which we can use to remotely manage a router, okay, using SSH and telnet. And again, SSH is encrypted, while the telnet is not encrypted. So SSH is much more secured compared to a telnet. And then it has also the command trace route, which will trace route to a destination, same as on the switch. And it has the VLAN. Well, if you want to configure VLAN parameters, okay, and it has the write command, which is if to save the configuration once you are done in configuring and managing the router. Of course, is you need to save the configuration by typing the write command. Okay,